So this is my no BS, simple, quick guide on how to build an attractive body. So you probably clicked on this video because you saw the word attractive and you're more than likely in the age range of 13 to maybe 30 years old. Maybe 13 to 25, but anyways. So you clicked on this video because as soon as you saw attractive body, you thought, oh, girls, women, admiration, looks, and let me just be straightforward and unfiltered with you. If you think that building an attractive body is gonna bring you all these things, then you're absolutely right. It does. So I don't wanna this building an attractive body is, let me just straight up tell you this. Building an attractive body is it's not only gonna improve your looks, but with this it's gonna improve your confidence, your overall health, and it's just gonna make you a better person, which will more than likely lead you to getting all these things in the end. You're probably skinny fat, or you're probably like a skinny fat kid which is trying to gain some muscle, but you just don't know where to start. So I have the perfect guide to building an attractive body. And this is not to be confused with being like this massive guy or being this buff guy, because there's a difference between being attractive and being buff. Because there's most people know this subconsciously or consciously, that having an attractive body is not the same as having a big body. Of course, having a bigger attractive body is having the best of both worlds. Is probably the best thing, but you probably go to the gym and you see these guys lifting heavy sets and you probably think they don't look really good. Well, let me tell you, it's because you're not working the correct muscle groups. So I'm gonna walk you through the 5 most important muscle groups to build the V-taper shape in your body, which is what makes a man look attractive. Just like the hourglass shape in a woman makes her look attractive. Okay, so number 1, chest, shoulders, and arms. Your chest and your shoulders, as well as your arms, which includes your forearms, your biceps, and your triceps, is probably the 3 groups, or the 3 or 4. This is like a big group, which in my opinion, you should prioritize the most in your training. This is the thing that is most important to build that attractive body, because it's the thing that people are always gonna see no matter what. Whether you're wearing a shirt or not, they're always gonna look at your arms and your shoulder size. So if you're wearing like a tight shirt, this is always gonna be the way that people are gonna differentiate you from someone who does not work out. Second is your traps. Your traps are the muscles, more specifically upper traps, which is the muscles that are like back here connected to your shoulders. And these make you overall look bigger, and I guess not wider, but they make your body look overall more attractive. And you can train these. I'm not gonna go into specifics of which type of exercises train these muscles, but I'll hopefully make a video about this in the future. Number 3 is neck. Yeah, which you're probably thinking, what, neck? What the hell? Oh yes, neck is actually a very important muscle to train if you want to have an attractive body, because if you sometimes see bodybuilders, they clearly do not prioritize neck at all, which makes them look really weird. And you probably never heard of neck training before, but I'll make a video about this in the future as well. Number 4 is abs. Yeah, maybe some people might say, oh, abs is just stupid, you shouldn't aim for that. But in the end, abs is what symbolizes a strong, disciplined body. And you know when you see the good developed abs when you see them. And I'm not talking of skinny boy abs, which look super weird. I'm talking of strong, developed abs, which make your core look strong, and they just refine your body even more. Number 5 is your back, more specifically your lats, which is what is like the big point which makes that your back and your shoulders come into that V taper. Because if you have the big, strong, wide shoulders along with the wide lats, that's what makes your body look like a upside down triangle, which is what makes a man's body look attractive. Fucking massive, bro. Anyways, so second is to build an attractive body, you will need, if I'm being completely honest with you, training is more important than your diet, as long as your diet is not completely out dieting your training, if that makes any sense. So you're not gonna out train a bad diet, because the thing is, you might think, macros and okay, so I would recommend that you have some information about calories, but if just go quick and easy. Calories, your maintenance calories, everyone has different varied maintenance calories. Let's say your maintenance calories are like 2,000. If you want to gain muscle, the most optimal way is by going above your maintenance calories, most preferably like 200 or 300 above your maintenance calories. Don't go anything past that, and really prioritize eating more protein. Eating protein in your things. So a quick easy way, so you don't really have to, if you're only barely getting started, like, you don't really have to meal prep, you don't have to go into doing this or that. Just make sure that you're lean bulking, which means you're not eating too much junk food. You're always incorporating protein into your meals. You're always having high protein snacks, which doesn't include like very high protein snacks, which also have like really high calories, because I don't really recommend that. They're more than likely gonna make you gain more fat than muscle. But yeah, some terms that you should really learn for this journey is calories, being on a calorie deficit or calorie surplus. Calorie surplus is what I just said, eating more above your maintenance calories, which is what's gonna make you gain muscle like more optimally, if that makes any sense. And yeah, so just focus on, don't go hardcore like right off the bat, like meal prepping and shit. Like focus on eating more protein in your meals, less carbs, less fats, mostly protein, eating a little bit more than what you usually do, and pair that with training hard every single day. Well, not every single day. I would recommend about 5 to 6 days of training, and training these muscles 2 times a week. So you can maybe pair like shoulders and chest and arms one day, and then train abs another day, and then train other muscles another day. But what is most optimal is training these, like every single muscle group that I just talked about, at least 2 or 3 times a week. And giving your body enough time to recover in between each day of training that muscle group. So, some extras to get into this how to build an attractive body guide are getting enough sleep, recovery, because the thing is that most people think that muscle is built while training, and this is completely wrong. Muscle is built while you sleep. Your muscles recover while you sleep. So getting at least 8 hours a night, if 9 hours if you're a teen, most optimally. And eating enough is always one thing you should always prioritize. Second are supplements. Supplements that I would recommend taking would be protein powder. If you feel like you're not getting enough protein per day, like let's say you don't have as much control over what you eat. Let's say you're too young, or like you don't know how to cook or whatever, you can always just buy protein powder. But I would always recommend just trying to eat enough protein in each of your meals, and eating high in protein snacks like protein shakes are really good, and some specific protein bars like specific brands that are not too high in sugar. And also another supplement is creatine. Creatine is basically like the natural steroid, if that makes any sense. So you should always try and not try and incorporate everything all at once. Like I would recommend using creatine like maybe like 6 or maybe even after 1 year of training hard, because then this is gonna give you that extra step into your building an attractive body journey. And always remember that having an attractive body does not necessarily mean that you have a very strong body. For example, me myself, I believe I'm not even gonna be like I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this. I have a pretty good body. I've been working pretty hard on my body. My chest, my shoulders, my arms, they're pretty developed. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm not that strong. I'm not as strong as I look. I do calisthenics more than anything, which most people might say, oh, you must be really strong to do calisthenics. Well, yeah, it is. Like, I am very strong in calisthenics, but when it comes to like let's say bench press and like compound lifts, like squat and like deadlift, I don't really do those, but I still have a pretty attractive body. So it is often that is often the biggest misconception in weightlifting and like the fitness industry, is that most people confuse strength-based training with aesthetic-based training. And if I'm completely honest with you, aesthetic-based training is gonna make you a lot happier. You're gonna be able to look in the mirror and have that sense of pride. So another pro tip is to always create the perfect scenario. Always try and train at the best time for you, but never stop. Always be consistent. Consistency is probably more important than intensity, which doesn't mean that you shouldn't train intense at all. Always try and train with intensity, but always prioritize being consistent. Like if you might not feel like it, still do it. Do that workout, because that's what's gonna make the biggest difference in the end. And create that perfect scenario. Like, put on some hype music and like just get fucking pumped, you know? But yeah, I think that concludes my how to build an attractive body guide. I'll probably make a part 2 of this, but that is basically the basics. The more attractive muscle groups that you should prioritize when you're training if you want to build that aesthetic body. And yeah, maybe some people might say, oh, he probably skipped leg day or whatever. I'm not saying that you should skip leg day. Yeah, like legs and like other muscle groups are also very important. But if you really think about it, no girl's ever gonna come up to you and be like, oh my god, you're so fucking high, your quads are humongous. No one's ever gonna say that. More than likely, they're gonna find you attractive because of your chest, your shoulders, and the other muscle groups that I just spoke about. So yeah, remember that this whole weightlifting and like building an attractive body is a journey, and you should always embrace this journey and try and make your future self proud, so that maybe 1 or 2 years, maybe not even a year, maybe 6 months from now, you can look back and be proud of what your past self, which is your present self today, has done for him. So make your future self proud. So that concludes my guide. Join our tribe if you want to become a strong man, if you want to become that strong man you have always wanted to be, and overall just become the alpha male that you have always wanted to be. We speak of self-improvement, fitness, nofap, a bunch of other things. So scroll down, leave a sub. It's a win-win for the both of us. So yeah. Oh, and also make sure to scroll down and check out my I have 8 free. If you want to have a really easily accessible workout routines in your phone, you can check out the free workout routines that I have incorporated into my channel down below. You can get those easily for free. I'll just send them over to you, and it's a win for the both of us. So, peace.